How do you get on with feeling your feelings? Bit of a strange question. Well, I was just thinking about it today and how attuned I am now to my own feelings, but that just makes me realise how many years I spent not feeling my feelings, avoiding them. So I was wondering if this is something that you also struggle with or are even aware of. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a time when not feeling my emotions was actually really helpful. My son was very, very ill for about 2 years or just over 2 years, and I watched him go through some terrible times. And I think that's when I particularly became able to just feel nothing. Now, of course, I cared deeply, deeply for what he was going through, and of course for him. And I tried so hard to meet all his emotional needs, his physical needs. Sometimes I probably didn't do it perfectly, but I was always trying. And part of the reason why I could do that so well, also it seemed to the outside world, was because I didn't really feel my feelings. So once he started to recover and go back out into the wide world and tread his own path in the magnificent way that he does, slowly but surely I began to connect with some of the feelings that I had managed to push down. It was a bit like having a block of concrete kind of wedged here. And like I say, it had served me really well. And I wonder if this is something that you are aware of that maybe is happening for you. But of course, once some of the feelings started inching their way past the concrete block, I couldn't cope. So at that point, I went back pretty automatically to what I had used all my life, or a large part of my life, in order to cope with too many feelings, and that was stopping eating. Now, this had become very early in my life a way that I could numb myself out, be completely preoccupied with the pain of having no food, the pain of thinking about food, weighing up, should I eat this food? How was I going to burn this food off? All these things had served their purpose. And sure enough, I went straight back to them. So I wonder what your coping strategies are, how you avoid your feelings if that is what you're doing. And even more so, we need to think about children. What are we teaching children about feelings? Many of you may know that I have written 4 children's books about feelings. All of them have that underlying theme. How are you feeling today, baby bear, for young children who've lived with domestic violence. Kit Kitten and the topsy-turvy feelings for children who live with emotionally unavailable adults. Cyril Squirrel finds out about love, to be in that place of curiosity about what love and kindness really look and feel like, and to use our body to check in with what is our gut instinct telling us about them. And then the third one, Little Meerkat's Big Panic, which is about our feelings, how we feel anxiety in our body and our brain, and what we can do about them. So a huge focus of my work is around teaching young children to have names for their feelings and recognise where they feel them in their body. Because it's such a gift we can give them if early on we can get that as part of their daily life, just part of how they grow up, and it just feels really normal. And the extra especially good news about this is it's great for their mental health. And the sooner we can start this, even with tiny babies commenting on how maybe we think they feel, being curious about their feelings and naming them, then that starts the process off, and it just normalizes having these little conversations. So if you'd like to find my books, they're all available online through leading book suppliers like Amazon, the Book Depository, and all around the world, Jessica Kingsley publishers who publish them. But please, please don't leave it too late, because I can honestly say that now I really feel my feelings, and sometimes that's quite overwhelming. My least favourite of all is sadness, so let me know in your comments what your least favourite is. My most favourite is peace. So get ready, get started with your children, and if you don't have children, then start in small ways with yourself about just being in that place of curiosity. How do I feel about this? And trying to notice any changes or kind of energy movement in your body that connects with the feeling that you have, because it really will support your mental health, your physical well-being, and your ability to be in relationships, and it'll reduce your stress. So feelings are fabulous and we need to connect with them. And if you need any help, just jump on my website and look at the blogs and resources that are there, or connect with me and let's see what we can do. Check me out at allthews.thejaneevans.com and keep well and learn to feel your feelings.